was up till 2 a.m. in the morning, finalising the route, making sure that's all okay, getting all the last minute preparations done, the emergency contact details, little stuff that you tend to forget last minute, making sure all the cyclists are okay as well. The nerves are kicking in, but it wouldn't be a challenge if you're not nervous.
Oh, your Tariq's brother. Oh, he's in the fast group. He's got no issue. Oh, he didn't have to tell you that, is he?
You're in the fast group.
He's one of the leaders.
Riders of Shaam, a voluntary group of cyclists who are cycling from Leicester all the way to Luxembourg over the next week. That's 410 miles over 5 countries over 6 days. These amazing guys have been cycling every single year and been raising hundreds of thousands of pounds. This year, they've chosen to support Penny Appeal, also for their local hospice.
Riding. I'm here just to wish them well and see them off with a prayer in the hope that God will look after them and make their mission a success. There will always be things that will challenge us emotionally and in other ways along the journey. They all have families. What these young men are doing today, I think, is admirable. It's really something that we should cheer and we should congratulate them for doing.
I hope everybody back home here, I've all prayed that it's not going to rain today, and I'll be very happy.
Let's go!
Hopefully I make it all the way without giving up.
These guys have trained very hard for it. It's going to be sweat and tears, but it's going to be very, very worthwhile.
The whole project, the main thing is raising money for the needy. Loros and Penny Appeal, who are 2 fantastic organisations that do fantastic work, and hopefully we'll see the fruition of our work and the fundraising that we've done. It's just getting through the next 5 days and reaching the destination.
It's really chucking it down now. The lads are feeling it. We've not been on a ride half an hour yet. Go, go, go. Wet tyres, wet tarmac, never a good combination.
We've got a flat. Hopefully we'll be on our way back. Tire lever, please. Oops. It's the wet weather. If it was cold but not wet, it would have been a lot better. But it's tough. Alhamdulillah. God give us the strength. Inshallah we'll get there. Really tough. Weather's not on our side today.
This is brotherhood.
Oh.
Some of the group are trained cyclists. They cycle on these events every year, and then half of the group are actually first timers and novices. So they've been training very, very hard, and they're cycling 400 miles over the next few days. I mean, for the first 2 days, they're cycling 70 and 80 miles. To do that repeatedly for a week, it's extremely exhausting. It's going to be challenging, not just physically, but also mentally.
That's a lesson learnt. Money gone. Passport, hopefully they'll accept it.
Guys and girls, you should be putting them in plastic bags like
Give me a
this.
plastic bag.
You put it in a bag like this and then the water's never going to get in there.
especially when you do cycle in the group and you are all as a team, it really like shares the workload. So the person at the front takes the headwind. That's the hardest position. One person takes the front, the next one follows, and the next one follows, and it carries on moving around. But because you're only holding it for a bit, you don't tire out while the next person takes it, and it actually keeps the pace flowing a lot faster.
Keep going.
It's been so much fun, sticking together, making sure no one's been left behind.
Are we ready to go, guys? Let's go, guys. Another 10 miles and we're going to get there.
The lads have high morale. Today's been a daunting day. We'll see how it goes from there onwards.
It's been probably about 15 years since I've been on a bike. So I dusted my bike off and thought, I'm going to start riding. And I messaged one of the guys and said, look, I'm interested in doing this. And they said, yeah, come along to the training rides. We've been training quite hard for the past 3 or 4 months. It was all inspiration from Facebook last year.
Yeah, just make those big drifts now. Yeah? Turn that up now.
We have no time for this.
Ready? Bear in mind this is day 2. We're still in the UK. So I'm sure there'll be more weird and wonderful things we'll experience in Europe.
Got a slight injury. I see he's working his magic right now.
Get up! Let's go! Third exit. Currently traveling on the A road, so I just want to keep the camera on in case something happens. Stay with him. Don't do it, bro! Don't do it! 23 miles in. This brother doesn't look like he's sweating at all.
We're riding to Leicester. Please give us more for Luxembourg.
Well, what do we have here? Who punctured Vista?
I'm getting agitated. I just want to go to the bike.
Adam's getting cramps. Cool down too much. Group B have just caught up with Group C. There's been a little reunion. Time to refuel, re-energize, and learn how to use Snapchat. It's that selfie time. Here is one, bro. Hey! Made it! Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. كيف حالك؟
Oh, post!
Save it! Get it out!
Listen. We've got 100 miler tomorrow, yeah? Please, alright? Hey Q, come on, man.
Hey Q, let's go.
Today, day 3 from Hook of Holland to Eindhoven. We've got about 97 miles, give or take. It's going to be a tough day. Can you blame them? Because last night on the ferry they were playing football at 12 o'clock at night when, you know, they could have had some rest. It's 10:09, so hopefully by 10 o'clock, I hope the lads in there can get themselves on time, hopefully, and get on their bikes and we can start riding, yeah?
You guys are meant to go first, and now you're last. Can you please quicken up the pace?
We've had the whole flipping morning, And when do we remember to pump our tyres up flipping towards the end?
Are we ready to do this, boys?
Ride safe, ride as you can.
Oh yeah, and enjoy that steak if you get there first.
We will get there first.
City. There's a lot of traffic lights. There's been a lot of start stopping basically, or else we would have been good 30-35 miles enough.
Group A, they know what they're doing. They've got a set goal in mind and they go and do it. They really are disciplined. Group C, we need to learn from that.
So it's just getting your head down, keeping it as a group, keeping everyone behind, taking this, like everyone in the slipstream, and working as a team and just moving.
Today this is chicken with sweet corn with Asian spices made into curry, and then that's boiled rice. Once the riders leave from the hotel, I race ahead. I go straight to the lunch location. I set up, cook for them, have everything ready for them, and then they eat. It's important that they can just get here, eat, and then get to the next location. I won't be able to ride that far.
First group!
Made it halfway through day 3. He's out ahead of us, so got a bit of catching up to do right now.
I'm gonna buy some and work.
Hanif, are you getting ready?
Yeah.
Where's the charging light on your phone?
Yeah, just there. Oh yeah, I think I just saw it on.
Yeah, press it once.
Not feeling too well. Just my left knee. Messed up my left knee. I'd rather rest this afternoon and then be able to ride for the next 2 days than ride today and then die for the next 2 days. So I'm letting one of the other co-drivers, he was itching to ride as well, so I'll let him take over for this afternoon and then seeing how I feel for the rest of the trip. Hopefully I'll be back on it tomorrow. It's never the intention, obviously you don't want to stop riding, you know. I'd rather prevent than cure. Oh, let me wish this guy good luck.
Yeah, when you do, then
Tomorrow?
right now. Yes. Let me make sure in 8 hours.
Ibrahim, come on, Zahid, come over here.
I want everyone to remember why we're doing this trip. So when we're cycling, do some dhikr, pray for the ones who have donated, pray for the ones who we're raising money for. Keep on renewing your intentions. It's the 3rd day in, so everyone should really know each other's names by now. If you don't, then go around, give someone a handshake and just say, introduce yourself and give them a hug. I always do this, and this is Riders of Shaam. Whoever it is, the person next to you, give them a handshake. Assalamu alaikum. There you go, that's it.
Okay,
This is Rizwan.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
I don't know. I was slipstreaming you just
If you are my brothers, then whether we are different, whether we're the same, we're always gonna try and make amends. So if I'm not here present, physically riding with you, if you're not doing that, at least you know here you're present, here you're present. I'm making dua for you, so make dua for us, inshallah. You're all my brothers. Make that heart cry on this trip, and when that heart is crying, that's when you capitalize, you make that dua. Tabarakallah. Keep us one, inshallah. I love you all. I hope you believe it. Inshallah ta'ala, for the sake of Allah. Still going.
What, 96 miles? It was grueling, I'll tell you that. Well, the other guys are still about 12 miles behind us, and it's already dark. I think at this rate, if it's 10 o'clock now, well, going up to 10, by the time everyone's done and finished showering up and, you know, getting their prayers in, I think 12 o'clock sleep.
This is not a trip about speed, this is a trip about discipline. If you're able to discipline yourself, it helps you out.
Get some ice on my knee. We'll see how it is tomorrow. We're here. That's what matters.
Everyone's gone to sleep, innit? You just got here now. Hi guys.
It's been a 12-hour day, literally from daylight all the way to almost midnight. So
99.6 miles. Oh, we just do another, yeah. Yeah, we do another 0.4, then come back.
So according to his stats there, we've done 99.4 miles, 99.6 miles. Yeah. So we've got 0.4 miles to hit a century. Might as well do that. What's another 5 minutes?
I've never done 100 miles
after
ever,
12 hours.
Come on then, let's go, innit? Alright, see you guys. Let's just ride around town.
Been eventful in the past few days. There's been a death in one of the riders' families, so he's had to go back home.
It's painful for me to exit, but the team was absolutely fantastic, really very supportive.
Take it easy today, don't blast too hard, don't get carried away. There's 2 more days of cycling, which are going to be a lot tougher than today. So it's only going to get harder. So take it easy, listen to your Amir Sam, keep us one group. Have a safe journey. Bismillah, and get into it.
See you guys on the road.
Take care.
We were sad to see that Wazir has gone home because he's been such a strong leader next to Amin as well. So without him, there's a huge gap.
We're gonna pace ourselves today, not get carried away. Next 2 days are gonna be quite steep, I'd say. Quite a bit of climbing, so a bit of a recovery ride. Hopefully that goes well, and hopefully the weather doesn't catch us too bad and dampens our mood.
We've got Amanda.
Swollen knee, ballooned up here. So waiting for the van driver to come. See how far he is now.
I don't know, it happened late last night when we were cycling. I was like, let me try cycle halfway and then I'll see if I can spoil a support van. And it's swollen up, so, and I can't ride anymore.
We've got on this ride graduates, people who are, you know, just straight out of college. They've done traditional jobs, and so mixed dynamics. When we eat together, we do that on purpose. There's something in our religion called barakah, which is blessing. You know, there's blessing within the group dynamics if that happens.
Was here, we are kind of missing him a lot because he's very inspirational. We all look up to him, but we made an agreement with him to not dwell upon him leaving.
You know, he's always pushing you, he's always encouraging you, making sure that everyone is, you know, united, making sure that, you know, we all stick together, we all pray together. Our motto is not just to cycle, but at the same time, it's about bringing the brotherhood together.
So Group A have decided to wait for the van driver to come. They're heroes for Chuck, who's our injured cyclist, and my group, Group C, are waiting for me, so I better get out there. The van drivers are 20 minutes away, so yeah. Onwards and upwards, literally upwards.
We tend to cycle as one group that's think of unity. That's how I hope all the riders aspire to always think of the larger community.
We'll get through it, you know, we'll all be there. We've got a fantastic spirit, we've got a fantastic leader in Amin. You know, whether we're crawling to Luxembourg, we'll get there.
Should I get a fill up? If you want more efficiency on the ride, this horse has to be done. Apart from just cycling, this is the things that you don't see behind the scenes, you know. We have a mountainous stage today. I must make sure Shabir Bhai is prepped to the bone, you know what I mean?
This is where the training really comes in. I mean, for the guys, for the first 4 days of riding has been pretty much flat, but the training sessions they've been having for the past 3 months, from Ibrahim and myself, we've been taking them out gradually on 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, you know, increasing it. So today their training will really come to fruition. So they've had an easy ride so far, haven't they, Yuba?
You're going to see some very tired people today.
There's another man now. There's another dirty bike following. Now to me this is abuse. Abuse to the highest of orders, you know?
What up?
You know the half an hour's I like it. We get out in half an hour. And now it's been 2 hours, we're still here. Look. We're still here, look. Let me take you around,
It was important for him to get back under the circumstances. With me, he was helping quite a lot because he's done this role before, because he was the driver from last year and the previous years. So, yeah, he knows what the role is all about. And he goes to me, seriously, it's going to get harder as time goes by. And he's right about that.
Well, my knees are kind of giving up now, but 2 days left, so.
What's up, Wazir? Ah, man, we're missing you. Wazir, we better finish up.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, inshallah, bro, I'll speak to you soon then, yeah? Bro, inshallah. Yes, inshallah. Take care, bro. Assalamu rahmatullahi, take care, man. Really miss him. Really hope he's okay.
Ya Allah, keep us safe and together. Ya Allah, let us ride as a group. Let us ride together. Ya Allah, keep us safe until we get to our destination.
I think everyone's a bit tired from yesterday. Yesterday was, toward the end of the ride, it was quite tough. And day by day, your body seems to knacker out as well. I mean, regardless of what you eat, how you supplement, you know, regardless of even what training you've done, day after day, your body will start to wear down. So when you're riding along, your body's in pain, but it's mind over matter. So everyone sort of pulls together as a unit.
My way of dealing with hills is just to think about something else. You know, I'm always thinking about the hill. I don't look up. I just look down towards the road and just kind of keep pedaling. You know, you're in a rhythm and you want to continue with that. But once you stop, it's quite difficult to get the momentum back up again.
He just kept going and going and going. and just it would never end.
It's been a 10-mile climb right now. A lot of us struggling. Can't breathe even. But it's really grueling today. It's really tough today. That's it. Gotta get out the saddle. Carry on going. Long way to go. It's good. Really good climb. Quite steady, got to pace yourself. Not get carried away. I've had to stay back to look after MHG. His knee's in a lot of pain. Just trying to help him up and stay with him, because the thing about hills is if you get dropped, then it's just like physically and mentally quite demoralising. Right. Are you stopping? Are you going?
No, we're stopping. Very, very long. Very, very difficult. I think in normal circumstances I would have been okay, but my knee has been really sore for the last 2 days, and I think it's my knee that's really stopping me from picking up any real speed and rhythm. I've got some painkillers, and I'm going to fight through it and get to the end.
I'll catch you up sooner or later.
The hills really took out the cyclists today. The formation and the groups that were supposed to stick together got left behind because strengths and abilities. It was easy at the start, you know, when everyone's focused and ready to go.
I think it's in times like this that people really break down, because you know, the weather and you're cold and you just got to keep pushing, and you get into your rhythm, and that's it. You just keep pushing, you just keep pushing and keep pushing. We all believe that strength comes from above, your body and soul, and going up a hill, as much as you've trained, it's half of it is a mental game, and the soul has to be spiritually alive. You know?
What's your check?
Forget that guy. Let him run me over. I'll go in the van. Trying to get through it. Just don't want to think about it too much. The van driver has been very busy collecting cyclists. They've made this trip a lot easier. So he's had a long day, and I'm sure he wants to rest as well.
We've had 2 people that are injured, so they can't ride today. Alongside that, we've had a broken bike, so he can't ride. And now we've got somebody that's ripped their tyre, so he can't ride today.
Hello guys.
Right, let me give you a breakdown. Look at this guy's tyre.
It's just that, look,
I don't want you to injure yourself.
No,
you get me? Because if you go to brake
yeah.
or something and that tyre's gone, you're going to fly off.
The bikes are locked, there's nothing available.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Yeah. Alright guys. Yo.
It's safe and stuff.
So bro, you're on a bad day, man. Sorry, man.
We'll try and get this situation sorted tomorrow.
Inshallah.
Sure. Okay. Hopefully no more hiccups now, man, with our bikes.
See you at the hotel, inshallah.
Bad day, man. Sorry. Easy, man. Right.
See you later, man.
Sorry, man. We're riding again tomorrow, inshallah.
Inshallah.
People have donated for me to ride, and it's come to this stage. I'm not very happy about it. It's not. It would be childish for me to be stubborn and say no, I can make it. The leader of this group, Amin, he said that it's best for me to sit this one out. And there's always goodness in the leader's view, so we'll be all right. And I'll make up the miles tomorrow.
That last 20 miles was some of the most picturesque. The scenery was just on another level.
Put this one back in. This one shouldn't even be taken out.
They signed up for that 410, 420 miles to Luxembourg. If they are short of that mileage, they won't feel good about themselves that, they've not done the complete trip. But yeah, it's off their own back. They want to go out.
He feels that he hasn't accomplished what he has, despite the fact that he's actually done more miles than any of us today. And I'm going to go out and do 15 more miles with him just so he can make up his mileage. We've raised so much money, and he's told so many people that he's going to do a certain number of miles. He's going to cycle from Leicester to Luxembourg, and he's a man of his word.
You feel okay? Yeah, it's 15 miles. Whenever someone has given you money, you've given them a word, so that trust has to be completed. This is something that runs within the ethos of Riders of Shaam. It's better for me that I deliver on that word.
See you later.
He's in the back. Don't apologise after barring.
It's okay.
Jamal, hurry up, please.
Remember whose bag this is, yeah?
Who's it?
Shady.
I remember what he's known for, inshallah. Reminder, so
you're riding on behalf of Wazir, yeah?
Please, inshallah, keep zikr on your tongues. Everyone here just looks up to him. You really feel his space missing. And I'm glad that I'm able to take his back out today. I know he's not here, but he's here spiritually with us.
Everyone ready to go? Last day, day 6, 60 miles. The last day it should be a day full of repent for any sins we may have done during the trip. Whatever it may be, even if you had a little tiff with someone, just ask for forgiveness. What happens on the road just stays on the road, Whoever tells you off for not staying in line or something like that, it's just out of good intention. No bad. There's no bad in it.
Allah keep our journey safe, accept our efforts, accept our work and our intentions, and let us do it for the right reasons.
Make dua for all the people who have donated towards the charities and supported our causes, supported Riders of Shaam and supported you individuals as well as cyclists. And remember each one of your brothers in your du'as. Let's go. Bismillah.
All that I've got, the pain and monies. I'm going to power through today. Fingers crossed.
doesn't do any permanent damage. In terms of the ride, I don't want any negatives in my mind. I might not make it, I won't make it, I might have to use the van, none of that. I want to be thinking, I can make it, I will make it.
Crash. We've had a little accident down here.
Breaking news. That's his injury there.
You know, we managed to just take the wrong route, and he didn't manage to brake in time.
What are you doing?
So he ended up crashing into someone.
So not happy at all.
Because I got the teeth here.
2.92 miles, and we've got 57.4 left. So just before we actually have started, we've got one guy out. If we can change the wheels, we may be okay.
You guys all right to wait 25 minutes?
In this trip, we try to remember God at all times. If we don't keep our intentions clean while we're doing this trip, parts of the world that are in droughts, parts of the world that need emergency aid, orphans, as well as our local hospice. You know, if we have that intention in our mind that we're raising awareness for these individuals, because that should be the sole purpose. That's what keeps you together as a unit.
I'm out of breath. My knees are giving in. This is all the hard work paying off.
Hold on. We've got, of this particular segment on Strava, I think we've got about another 2 minutes, so probably another 2 minutes of climbing. And yes, this is quite a steep one. Deep breathing and just keep going at a steady pace. Over.
The brotherhood is the main thing. In all of this, it's 24 guys all together, all because they want to be able to ride with each other and get to the same destination. Like today, my knee's hurting, but another one of the brothers, he will fall back with me and just rode a little slower than his normal pace, just so I don't feel that demotivated. Now, if somebody else is in that situation today, and I've still got the stamina, I would fall back for him and just keep him going as well. Just a little bit of encouragement.
Yeah, we've done about 10 miles in. Guys are all stuck together. We've got 9 in our group, so we've just got one of our guys just left to come in now, so hopefully get him up, have a little bit of a break, get our energy back together, and then we're back shooting off again.
Yeah, that was no joke, I tell you that. Some of these guys really did well. This young man here's got a busted knee, but proud of you, young man, he's done really well.
I think that's the toughest hill we've done so far. And we're on our 6th day, so yeah, I'm literally on my last legs.
Stop! Yo, we're stopping over there. We might be slower than Group A, but we like to see the scenery. We've seen horses, cows, everything, you name it. So it's all about the experience, not just cycling. Look, I'll make friends with that farmer. He's going to give me a fresh glass of milk.
Sometimes when you're really struggling, it makes the situation very light-hearted, which is what you need after a struggle like this. You know, you want something a bit like, I mean, look at him, I don't know what he's doing. He's feeding the cows, that's exactly what he's doing.
He'll basically chat to anyone. I mean, I keep telling, you know, Group A, I mean, Tariq's ridden with Group A, but I keep taking the mick out of them. They're just basically, they're head down, focused on the guy's wheel in front of them, and that's all they see of the area. But having him, he's basically like a different, gives a different dimension to the group. Bit of enjoyment, bit of banter, keeps the spirits going.
Please have a look at the views. What it is, when we stop to look at cows or sheep or goats, whatever we see, we stop and then we recharge at the same time. How was the experience?
I still feel the current going through me.
He touched the electrical fence and he got electrocuted.
Try again. No, I'm not doing it again.
Go on.
Just don't touch it. No, don't touch it.
I don't believe that. You've just taken a little rest, you get back on the bike and the energy just comes back out.
When you just take it all in, when you don't just, put your head down, and when you actually take in the scenery, I mean, it's the best thing you can get.
Oh, yeah, riding to Luxembourg, you can't really tell how difficult it is or will be on paper until you physically sit on the saddle. It's a huge achievement.
The brotherhood in this group is phenomenal. There's been mechanical issues, there's been injuries, there's been busted backs, there's been busted knees, but we push through it,
Like Ibrahim, when I rode with him 3 years ago, he was nowhere as fit as he is today, and I used to tease him on the ride, and I said, look at me, I'm twice your age, and I can still, kick your butt. And he took that on board, and he was really fired up, and look at him today.
This is the day we've been waiting for. Beating our target as well.
Yes, bro, we did it, man. We done it. No, we did it.
Bring it in, give me a hug. The brotherhood in this group is phenomenal. This was my first ride with the Riders of Shaam, and they really embraced me and really kind of brought me into the group.
I'm exiting, so I can't fulfill the next 3 days. It will give me great satisfaction to see them as one group, not divided. If they do it with a smile, they do it with unity, I will feel I'm part of this group. I will feel like they've done it on my behalf as well.
I could call my friends up any time of the year and say, do you want to go for a cycle ride 2-3 days? But there won't be no purpose. It'd be like a holiday where the intention should be to uphold our Islamic beliefs, as well as for those individuals who need it.
Thank you to our support driver, Faisal, because without him, we would not have been here, so thank you very much.